Mark. From your perspective, just at what point did you really start to see them breaking down in the paint, and how did you guys? Why were you guys so successful attacking the rim the way that you were?
I'm not sure I saw it breaking down the paint. We just, schematically they did a really interesting thing with their ball screen coverage, and then we were kind of adjusting and diagramming, getting our guys to understand that, so we could, adjust our attack with our screen and roll. Obviously, we got a guy like Ryan Nemhard and Nolan that in our system understand that they can, they know how to make plays in those things. It's kind of organizing these guys to get them to the right spots. So there's more of that than anything.
Mark, what was it like game planning for Umar, and then just where has he grown in the last handful of years, and then also kind of slowing him down in the second half? I think he had 19 and was 25 in the first.
Well, it was hard. He's clearly gotten a lot better. I think we had him, was that 6 years ago? So, he's older, and he's got himself in great shape. I'm happy for him. But yeah, that right-handed hook was going tonight, but we were okay with that. We just didn't want to get him a whole lot of things between us and the basket. And for the most part, we adjusted our ball screen coverage about halfway through the first half. For the most part, after that adjustment, I think we didn't get him a whole lot of stuff between us and the basket.
Coach, last night you talked about communication and execution on defense being a problem, and from the first possession it looked like your guys were just, what did you say and how did that work?
Well, there's a lot you say in a 24-hour period like that. But again, hey, we talked about how in a game like the other night, it comes down to one or two possessions, and we got to be able to execute, especially on defense. I didn't feel like we played very good D last night. We actually played pretty good D. Indiana can really score. It was obviously a faster and much more up-tempo affair. But I thought we were more connected today. The guards met last night and discussed, owning it and communicating better and just connecting those areas. But our bigs did a good job. Our bigs, that's the first team we've played, that's kind of like us. It likes to throw the ball inside a lot and really ducks in and really puts a lot of foul pressure on you. We were in massive foul trouble in the first half. And got in even more trouble in the second half, but they kept playing, they kept competing, and we were moving them in and out of there, and they were able to stay in the game and help us.
Questions for student athletes?
What
You said the guards met, they get together on their own, or?
No, we do that all the time. We have position meetings, and they met, and they were the ones out there that were screwing up the switches, so they need to solve it. They know what my message is.
Graham, on the topic of fouls, there was whistles all over the place. How hard was it to kind of settle in? When you're out there, you're scoring just fine, and then what Benny gave you coming in when you guys were in foul trouble?
Yeah, these last 2 days, Ben's played amazing. I definitely say that. He's really responded well, and also we just got to control what we can control at the end of the day. If we're in foul trouble, things aren't going our way, so be it. The other guys, they'll pick up for us like they have been doing all year, and vice versa.
Mark, what do you think sparked that 16-0 run there at about the 7.5 minute mark to kind of let you guys pull away?
In the first half or second half?
Yeah, first half.
Pace, excellent pace. Again, I think Ryan had. And, all our guards. I think Nolan certainly did, but KB was good. So I think pace. And obviously stops. I think we keep track of our kills, which is 3 stops in a row. I think we had 3 consecutive kills in a row. So that's obviously, if we can do that to you and get out and run, that's at least one of our best.
Michael, the rebounding, scoring, feel like that was maybe your best game early on in your Zag career, and then Nolan, the response to the team from last night to this week.
Today I want to make a statement. first off, I want to say God is great. But yeah, we all contributed on the glass. B-Huff, Graham, me, Ben, we all did a great job. 100 rebounds, and it's all of a great effort, and proud of those guys.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, man, we responded well from yesterday. I even responded well. I had a bad little turnover down the stretch, but that's just growth, like Coach had said in the locker room. A few years back, I wouldn't even been myself this game, so I'm just proud of myself for coming back, being a leader for the squad, and figuring it out today.
Yeah, I was just going to ask Nolan if you could expand on maybe the meeting that you guys had the guards last night. Kind of what was the tone of that? I imagine the game didn't sit well, and just the response that you guys had as a unit today.
Just being together, understanding if a switch is a switch, that's what it is. Just being together, connected. That's pretty much what the meeting was. It wasn't too much, but just coming to an understanding.
Time for one more.
You might have got asked this before you got in, Mark, but again, Ryan just seems to control the thing on a string out there, especially during the run.
Yeah. I mean, you've seen it. I think we're used to it. We don't take it for granted, but we expect it. And especially, and like I said, this was a high possession game, and teams were going up and down. It was played at a quicker pace, and possessions in last night. So that's obviously a huge advantage for us and for him. If we get him in the open court, and he's able to make those plays and reads and passes that make him such a special player.
Thanks, guys.